We are learning more about a deadly shooting that happened at a home just outside of Post Falls yesterday. Investigators say a man shot and killed an intruder who he said was breaking into his home. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
Welcome everyone. I'm Jane McCarthy. No one has been charged with a crime so far, and detectives add it's too early to tell if Idaho's Stand Your Ground law applies in this case.
Graham 2's Taylor Vino looks into the law and brings us the latest.
Okay, first off, we want to get to the new information in this case. The suspect who died has been identified as Mitchell Payette. He's a 24-year-old Post Falls man. The man who shot him, who was living inside a home down this driveway, is 21. He's not charged with a crime at this point, so we're not identifying him. Now, you'll recall that investigators say it appears Payette was breaking into the home when he woke up the people living there. One thing led to another, and the guy inside fatally shot Payette. Detectives had said it appeared Payette was armed himself and was acting aggressive. Now, the story had many of you talking online. So does Idaho's Stand Your Ground law apply? Here's what a detective told us yesterday.
Well, at this point, it would be too early in the investigation to determine whether or not this is a stand your ground issue.
But looking at the law, this certainly appears to be a straightforward case. You'll recall that Idaho lawmakers earlier this year passed an updated version of the Stand Your Ground law. Simply put, it allows Idahoans to use deadly force instead of retreating. The text of the law lists instances where homicide is justifiable. That includes in defense of a home against someone who violently enters the home. The law also states that someone who illegally enters a home is presumed to be doing so to commit a crime. Now, how does that compare to Washington's law? Well, Washington's state code lists instances where use of force is permitted. It's slightly more murky, though. That includes preventing injury in the event of a malicious trespass. And homicide is justifiable when the person has reasonable ground that they or someone else nearby is in imminent danger. In the studio, Taylor Vino, Crime 2 News.